Let us continue playing Attempts in the Dark, Part 2. Well, the second attempt at Attempts in the Dark here, where we're basically trying to find a party which can assist our current level 1s, and, you know, basically grind out the last two bosses of the Prophet and the Flesh, while also building up enough money that we can actually then upgrade some of our level 3 fighters and get ourselves ready for level 3 adventures in total. So, our new team. We have, starting off with, one of the requirements I was considering here, a man-at-arms. A reasonable set of him, actually. It's mostly the bolstering type of the look of it. But still potentially usable. We then have our little... Oh, pretty much. You are pretty much a healer here. In fact, you'd actually be okay in the back row. So what has he got? He's got stress heals, he's got dodge abilities, he's got self heals, and he's got that, which works in the back row anyway. So, okay. Houndmaster Montague, you can stay at the back and do things. We have another bounty hunter who is pretty much the same setup as last time, so he can go in the third row, I think. I think he won't be able to do is the uppercut. Meanwhile, actually, the only thing he'll be able to do is slam. That's the only downside with the abomination in the third row, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, because most of his untransformed abilities work from there. So, let's see which operation we can actually go with. We have a short ruins adventure, we have a long apprentice adventure. Let's not do that. If we're going to go into the dark, we only really want to do the short ones. So I think the ruins is where we're going to go here. I would love to have gone to the Weald, because obviously that's ruins and upgrades only for later. Love to go to the Warrens, but the ruins will do for now. Let's provision up. Also, remember I have the dog treats, for God's sake. 8 food. Shovel, antivenom, bandage, medical herb, skeleton key, holy water. Done. I also have got to put trinkets on. Again. But in this case, at least, you can understand why. I don't want to lose people and bust trinkets.
The halls of your lineage once familiar.
Right.
Now, foreign.
So 2 this way, then back. And the good news is, if I encounter anything item-wise, I can wait until I come back and I'll have better loot from that. In the meantime, let's kill these lot. 3 damage from the manacles and resist the stun. Brave Nibble. Brave Nibble. And stunned. Right, so the Man-at-Arms has 2 abilities, and he has a Rampart, which I believe is one of his more useful ones, which in fact critted, but it's more a stun ability and pushes them back 1 space. Obviously, most enemies don't care what position they're in, but obviously, as we saw in the last video, the Bludgeon Guardian has nothing you can do in the back, so they do have something akin to that. In the meantime, Hound Rush. He's quite slow, this guy, but that's because of a quirk, apparently. Oh, it might be, he's obviously got a off guard, so he has a load of penalties in the first round. Not the worst ability in the world, I suppose. No loot, of course, for some bugs. Okay, the packs will hold off on until we go through the next couple of rooms. And we get a scout report. Okay. So again, we're going to leave off the packs because stuff. A bounty hunter should have a reasonable chance of disarming things, so... Nope, didn't work.
Watch your step.
The good news is we do at least have a few stress heals, I think. Right, so 2 rooms explored, back we go. The reason I'm not extinguishing the torches is because I don't want to absolutely cause the mass stress issues. At least not immediately. Mind you, we didn't get a lot of loot for that. Back to the start. And that sack was empty. Alright, well that was worth it, but still. Can't all be good. Down there we go. So the darkness creeps in, and we encounter another trap, but I think you dodged that. Good. What is in the box? Heirlooms. 2 busts and 500 gold.
The darkness
And now it is
is
pitch.
much worse than mere trickery.
The dark is there, ally. Ah, we'll be fine. We'll find more stuff like this somehow. Totally fine. Don't have to worry at all. But I'm going to make you eat a couple of food here before we go in. I was about to say, there are enemies down here, right? Yeah, there you go. Treasure room. Okay, torch, which we'll pick up just because loot. And the sacks, which we will pick up just because loot. I'm doing well for loot, actually. Need some curiosities, which give us some good rewards here. Hopefully we'll find something here. Okay, a load of undead. Tempted to transform, but I think we'll leave it and just go for a beast bile. Do I want to uppercut? Yeah, I'm going to uppercut. Back 2. Changes the position of who's going to get the blights. Quarrel at the back. 8 damage. Hound rush just for damage, obviously, because we don't do that. But I've got to remember, these, use them. So next time it's your turn, I'm going to use it. I'm actually not going to use it at all, am I? But still, that's the plan. Graveyard Slash. Repart. Back you go. Manacle Stun. Right, here we go. Dog treats. So plus 50 damage, lots of accuracy boost. Boom. There we go. So you'll stun them out, bump in the night. And crush. That puts both of those on lethal damage. So all I have to do now is hit this one. You know, the easy bit.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
And boom.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Might as well go for a stress heal here. So 65% chance for the entire party to gain free stress. It's not a bad ability all around. No, nothing else I can do. I might as well go for the kill. And we need some stuff.
Success so
Unlock Strongbox. It was
Or is
trapped.
it merely a trick of the light?
It's always trapped. Alright, moving on. 2 more rooms to explore, and then we are done with this. Our bounty hunter is not having a good
Ambushed
day.
by foul invention.
Quite content to do that because we don't have a lot coming up. Might as well pick this up because we're going to run out of loot somewhere at some stage. Alright, in we go. Come on, something worth the trip. No. Last encounter then. 1 battle and then we are done. And that'll be it. Ooh. I have sinned so very much. Light guide me. And he has been buffed for 20% and decreased damage. Which would be fine, but it means we got less loot coming up, and there are bugs. Alright. Manacles. In come the nibbles. One out. And 2. We're looking forward to a massive, massive reward for killing these guys. They've done nothing to us, actually. I mean, the worst real injury, actually, is the bounty hunter's mass stress at this stage. Man-at-Arms, Abomination, and our Houndmaster are actually fine and actually reasonably well set up. 200 gold.
A trifling
It's better than nothing, I suppose, from the adventure, but I was hoping I'd get a little more for it.
The great
I might need to send them out on another one.
And we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Alright, let's see what they got in terms of things here. Backtracker, Warren Scrounger, will only drink, not allowed to gamble, only town, which is fine. The less blight resist is a bit of a problem for you, but no, that wasn't too bad. They could have had worse negative traits, certainly.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Okay. So let's have a look at what we got available now. We got a Warren's mission, we have a Wield mission. For Hellion Bleed chance. Could go and grab some more of portraits, actually. Do another short adventure, just get some people level up. You know what? I'm actually half tempted to keep these guys now I've got them. Blight resist, damage in the Wield, damage in the Cove. Ruins Explorer, Stout. Off Guard is now a permanent effect, unfortunately, which is a little annoying. See, these guys aren't particularly bad. Warren's Wield. Low crit chance to his melee stuff, but I think this is actually not too bad. Alright, so we're going to replace you with... Who have we got in the lower orders who can go on an adventure here? You go with Furion. Sort the Abomination to the second row. Put Furion into there. We get another one of these, which will probably end up selling in all honesty. Go to the Warrens, do another... Go again, grab some portraits. Let's actually provision up this time. We're going to do this a bit more seriously now. Now that they've survived... Houndmaster's Whistle. And... I'm going to massively increase your scouting chance. That'll be your thing. Right. You... I think we've established you don't really have a stun skill, do you? No, you do have poison darts, though. But so we'll keep that. Beyond that, though, I think we're just going to take the Calming Crystal. Increase dodge chance, and there. That undoes the thing for having a blade revolver. We don't have any Abomination-only items as of yet. You can have the Stress Box, and we'll give you... Actually, no, we won't give you the Stress Box. We'll give you instead the Solar Crown and the Sun Cloak. Oop. Ah. Didn't mean to kick you out. It's not Snoopy. It's you who will name after this video, I think. In fact, we'll name all 4 of these after the video if I can find enough names. If not, well, make do. I'll find some people. You can have the box, and I'm also going to give you... Gonna give you the extra damage. Actually, do I want to do that? No, we're gonna give you that. So you've now got 13% protection, and the box. You have no dodge skill, so protection is probably the best way to go with you, in fairness. Right. So let's go out on a small adventure to the Warrens. Okay. Let's grab 8 food. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and a stack of 8 torches just to be on the safe side. Probably more than we need, but we're going to do it anyway.
They breed
okay.
quickly down there in the dark.
So a nice, well laid out dungeon area, and immediately we fall into the first trap, which we didn't even see. 10 stress. Grab the torch, though. And here, we can grab some loot. Not a lot of loot, but some loot. Okay, here we go. We have surprised a group of swine. Let's begin with flashing daggers. 5 and 5. Beyond that, let's go for... It's bleed resist they've got, but we'll go for the bile anyway. 9, and if that bleeds, you're dead. Yes. Nice work. And just because I know you've got 1 hit point remaining, we'll make sure our things can kill you. Butcher Cow. 6 damage. And bleed, which I can't cure at this point because we don't have a healer. Okay. Poison darts. 1 crit. Manacles for the stun. All good. All good. Hound Rush for bleed. Okay, he is out. Bolster. For no other reason then, because I might be able to get another... I might be able to cheese this if you go first. Nothing I can do here, is there? Actually, I can do something. I can throw darts at the corpse for no reason. More bolster. You can go and heal yourself. And I might as well go for a stress heal.
Slowly, gently.
And now if there is an encounter in the next room, we might even be lucky enough to keep this dodge bonus I've built up over the last couple of rounds. We'll see though. There isn't. But still, there was always a chance there would be. Right, moving on. Let's also up the torch levels. You're not having a good day for that, are you?
Find no clemency in this place.
Zach's contents are ours. Okay, Torchlight's just gone down, but we've now encountered a new group. So, how do I want to play this? I want to play this by doing that. And stun the Vomiter. And now we're going to take some bleed damage. We are, in fact, going to take some bleed damage. Flashing daggers.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope.
Furion is amazing! Right. Let's go for the stun. Yep, stun push. And dodged. I see what the other one had gone. Oh well, I must have read that wrong. 4 and bleed. We hope. Yes.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And another one. He's actually quite quick, but it's quite a penalty for his first round, actually. Throne Dagger.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yeah, I massively approve of Fury of Grave... I've said this before, but I love Grave Robbers. They're probably second best class after Occultists in my mind. Just seem to be able to do everything. Anyway, Flashing Daggers. 11 crit. Pardon my reach. If I Bile, that's got a good chance of killing... Actually, no. Bile only do 2 damage per... But still stun you. I've got the drums at the back I would like to deal with, but for now, that's fine. Dodged. Ball and chain. Oh, his accuracy's up for 6 rounds. That's actually from the previous battle, that one. Drums of Doom! Which was dodged by at least 1 or 2 people. Oh, just 1. Okay. That's likely to kill you. It didn't, as it turns out. Resist to stun, resist to move. Alright, bleed to the back. Alright, so unfortunately, they now vomit. 7 stress. And you get to go again. Yeah, come on, let's have a move. Thank you. Right. Darts should kill 1. Wounds a second. After this, I think we are going to transform. Reek time. One out and damage boost. Right. Finish you off before we drum again. And meanwhile, let's see if I can't stun you. 6 crit. I have moved him back a bit, but we can work with that. Poison darts. So he's dead in 2 rounds regardless. I'm gonna transform back. Heal, debuff, and manacles. Yep, he's out. Right, since I've got nothing else I can do, I might as well go for a stress heal. Bolster the party. And he's out. Okay, stuff and things and stuff, and we're going to cure the diseases in the food. Which means we are well stocked. Treasure encounter coming up. Do I want to risk running at low light for that? I probably shouldn't. Actually, as I say, this is actually not a bad party now. Right. Your trap disarm is apparently 100%, but mind you, we haven't found a lot of the traps before this, so we'll let you off. Grab a torch, which we're immediately going to burn. Oh, got an emerald as well from it. Why would you hold emeralds in your torch holders? Food isn't a problem. We picked up a load of that. And here we go, treasure room. They are surprised. Okay. So, let's go for that first. Now that obviously lowers the chance, that lowers their bleed resist as well. Gonna transform you. Because we have a big target. So we need to slowly wear down. Gonna stun you. Just so we got somebody stunned. And finally, Hound Rush. 7 and bleed. Blanket fire it is. Doing no damage to a couple of them. But all the dodge reductions, seemingly. And a rain of whips. Which I'm glad did miss, because... Exactly. Exactly my point I was about to make. Prone daggers. Harmless poke. You lie, that wasn't harmless at all. Rage. Hound Rush. And a Crush. For 7. Punishment. Apparently not. And pick to face.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Also, gotta remember I have dog treats. Because I actually will not use them. Key. Grab some deeds, grab some more crests. We've got plenty of those coming up. Might as well make you eat, actually. We've got plenty of food in reserve. No need to be frugal. Another shovel and 100 gold. Now a trap you can definitely disarm. Right. Let's also just raise the torchlight up just before we go into the next room. And a scout report. So 1 battle coming up and another battle after that, which might be the last one. We'll see. I'm going to raise the torchlight just because.
The match is struck. A blazing star.
They are surprised. Good. Right. Flashing daggers. Stun you at the back. Didn't work. Crush you at the back then. Dog treats! Hound rush. Okay, we don't have enough damage to kill him, but he's still going to take a couple of turns doing it. And I don't imagine... Oh, crit hit. And bleed. Bumping the knights for 3 damage. Not really a problem for us. Right. Manacle stun. Pick to face. And... yeah, Hound Rush. Fortunately, still no way of healing the bleed, but...
Trifling victory.
Oh, god darn you, books. That item had no effect. Let's try the holy water then. You know what? You're going to drink it anyway. Oh, it was completely empty. Well, it isn't. We filled it full of antitoxins and holy water, but... so much blood.
Such blockages are unsurprising.
Oh, darn it.
These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
That was a mistake on my end. Double torch.
In radiance, may we find victory.
Encounter. And they are surprised. Okay. Let's start with poison darts in the back. Whatever damage we can do to that guy is worth it. Have a biscuit. That should be lethal to him. Yep, it is lethal to him. Crush the swine.
The slow death.
Okay, so a double encounter against these two.
Unforgiving.
Fine damage and bleed resist. Hook where it hurts. That was a hook, and that was where it hurt. Pick to face. Okay, beyond that, it's just a case of seeing if we can stun lock you. Finally, your bleed wears off. Crush. Go with that. Okay, so he is finished. It's now just a case of what can I do? Probably not a lot. Poison darts. Not a lot. I might as well cry Havoc just to help me out and have less stress going into town, assuming this is the last encounter.
Be wary.
It was.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Well, good news is we get the scout report, so we can find out whether it's worth continuing. A couple of curiosities. We have a guy on 1 health. Right, let's keep eating as much as possible. Let's carry on. I might as well see what's in these last encounters, and in fact they're just the grave nibble things. So we're all good there. 5 resistant stun though. Daggers for double kill. Nibble! And stun, which is fine. Hound rush. It says boom. No reward.
Seize this momentum.
Okay. I'm going to snuff out the candle. Let's see what we get. Ah, books. What's the worst that can happen? That. That is the worst that can happen. You're now light sensitive. Oh, that's one I'm going to get rid of. Alright, that was not worth it. It's completely not worth it. Never read the books.
Should have never happened.
Never burn the books. Don't read the books. Just ignore the books. I mean, I might replace that guy in time, but I don't want to particularly. He's actually quite reasonable. So a lot of crests. I should probably actually start upgrading the what is it? The survivalist place and also the nomad wagon. Let's see what we get here. Nocturnal. Beast Hater, and Paranomania. See, there's a lot I want to get rid of there.
The letter. Now,
they're low level at least, so it's cheaper to remove things, but...
You are a part of this place.
Alright, treatment. I don't like light sensitive, we'll get rid of that. Meanwhile... the speed drop is a bit of a pain, but... since it's cheap enough to get rid of, I'm going to do it. And there weren't any diseases I have to worry about, were there? It doesn't seem like it. Okay, but we have now 30,000 gold. So I think what we can do now is we can go for another level 3 adventure next time. We don't quite have the ability to take on the 2 low bosses. I want to get Omega Hearty up to level 2 before we consider that. I know we have Ronald available, but I want to now start working on the level 3 stuff. We do have the Hag available, but we're definitely not doing that until we have a level 4 party, and definitely the right level 4 party. And we're going to have to think about this a little bit, but I think the way it works is we need a party capable of doing regularly 14 damage, or however much damage we're going to need to do. So a couple of heavy hitters, possibly Tofu Boy and Holland, though maybe not, because unfortunately Tofu Boy is again a frontline fighter only. Holland can be in the second row, but he has so many bonuses in the front row. I don't know, maybe. Maybe we better go with Snoopy. And then just a couple of heavy damage dealers in the back. So, for example, a Arbalist or... except the Arbalist would be... see, the Hag is a problem, because not only does it move people out of position, it's... I don't know. Birchdraw is probably a reasonable pick for it, because he can go pretty much anywhere and still be able to fight, and fight effectively. Maybe a Marigin for the final position, except I want a healer of some kind, so maybe Little Debbie for that. It's something I've got to consider, because the Hag is the one I'm worried about at this stage. The other bosses, so far, it has to be said, managed. Not necessarily managed well, but managed. So, the Hag is the one I'm concerned with. That might be a complete error of judgment in my case. Also, just notice these are free... oh, these are free corrupted auto-style missions. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go and do another low-level adventure. Probably, we could get for a long adventure with these people. That would certainly earn some levels and get people ready for the 2 mini-boss encounters. So I might end up doing the long adventure here with our low-level party members. Since I've now decided I am going to level some of them up. You got 45 stress. I think it's cheap enough that I can put you into the... we also have one extra person I can put into the party at some stage if I decide to get rid of people. Alright, we're going to do that. We got people now on the cures. I got too many, haven't I? I either go for a boss with the current party I've got, which seems silly, or I don't know. Stuff to think about. I certainly don't want to take 2 Arbalists into a boss battle if I can avoid it, so it probably is going to be a level 3 adventure next time, even if it's going to be one of the altar ones. Stuff to work out. So, until next time, folks.